And I suppose that is the old-fashioned sort of idea about the Vikings, that they were these pillaging plundering. Or something like that by the resistance, then they would casually in the area totally randomly so yeah, it looks like it could very well be the funeral. So that's something they do a lot out in the country still. And on a more sort of cheery note, the Scandinavians do at the Copenhagen airport see people standing there waving flags at the ones arriving, and you would probably think, oh, they're welcoming somebody back who's been gone for months. No, probably just. It's also with our riverboat friends in Altadu, while the king and he's always got a friend with him are fishing, they are managing the boat. Name for a street is a gate. That doesn't mean what a gate normally does in English. It means gate, which is the name for a street in the area on our left here, where the river, let's follow the river over that little village over there, and it's called Stick. The forests are privately owned, whereas in Sweden and Finland it's sort of roughly half and half state owned and half shrine and the bishop, and nobody to this present day knows what happened to them. So now we head into Trondheim, and we'll do a little orientation trip there, and several little restaurants. This is very typical Trondheim architecture here along the river, a bit in the Hanseatic style. Show you some old ship meat, very nice down there. So the road in front of us is straight up to the old part of Trondheim. So just yeah, it's a bit of a busy afternoon. There's this whole thing over there on our right. Oh, there was some of the old Nordland boats. So you can ships. And at the end of this little street here, you can see the cathedral. We are going to get closer up to the cathedral. But I wanted to come up this street with talking over 20 years back, it was over 300 kroner for a bear steak. That was quite the old Archbishop's Palace, now part of the Cathedral Museum. 1070, the oldest secular stone building in Norway. And now we are crossing the bridge here. A little bit further up, we are going to turn around and come back, because it's when we come back that you have the very best view of. And as I said, they have quite an okay, nice restaurant up there, I would think it's possible to get a table. As I said, it's what an international port and meeting place Trondheim was. It's the only traditional Gothic cathedral in Scandinavia. So you can see it now. This is the best view of the cathedral. Absolutely magnificent as it stands here, just up above the river. Across on the right hand side here, up on the hill, you can see on the right, he said yes, he would, if he was the people's choice. So he demanded a referendum, and the referendum wanted him as, if you want to catch the 4 o'clock guided tour in English, then you go into this building and get a ticket, and then you can go into the cathedral. Good. Oh, that's fantastic. But again, it's easier if you use the correct lift, then you don't have to walk too far. Pronounced Sparta, and it means savings bank. Ah! No, those are just So, good morning.
Morning.
And goodbye to this. Was to just run through departure details. On the way to Oslo, I'll send around lists so that if you want to make use of insights, it is very small and it's very, very short walking, so it's an easy airport to navigate. No departure taxis either. Now, we offer two transfers as it is printed also in our brochure. It's sort of been nicknamed the Cathedral of the Gaula Valley, the Gaula Valley Cathedral.
When you want to take a photo of
porridge. So they would make it into a kind of porridge, almost a little bit like cheesecake flavor. Sprinkle it with sugar and cinnamon and a little made built with slate. And just south of here there is a big Engan slate quarry. Of course not the same quality as Alta slate, you understand. Not at all. Norwegian or northern Swedish roots for that matter, that say, oh, my mother always made lefse at Christmas. Kingswall, it's been the same family ownership for years. Very nice place if you're driving through here. And just up on the left here, they've made a little mountain garden. You can see people walking there. And up there they planted all different little flowers then. And it's found sometimes hundreds of years later by mountain hikers. This way, yeah. Yeah. Thank you. There's another one out there.
That was a perfect little stop, wasn't it? It's very nice.
SET, UND SET. She received the Nobel Prize for her great novel, Kristin Lavransdatter. The book has been filmed, only part of it. They never made the second half. They filmed part of it, and it was directed by the celebrated actress Liv Ullmann, she was very brave to do battle with this great Norwegian epic that everybody has here in Norway has read and has an opinion about. So she did a pretty good job. We are
church. Too slow, Christine.
considerably older. We don't know. And the one here in Vågå, where we're going through now, see all the potato plants in bloom here over on your left-hand side. And we're just crossing a small bridge, which will give you a fairly clear view on your left-hand side of Vågå Stave Church. And this one here and the one in Lom, they are still in use as parish churches. So they're not museums or monuments or anything like that. They have this view of the old stave church. And like the stone bridges, the stave churches do not have a single piece of metal or nail or anything like that in them. It's all wooden pegs and wood slotted together. Vågå Stave Church here. And from imagine, originally no spire, no windows. And look at the other buildings here. Even new buildings are done in traditional. And the property is not the original one. That was no international tour company that decided to go to Geiranger. Back then it was actually awfully in here. It's the same river here. It's a little natural pool over there. No, it's not heated.
Oh yes, 1889.
Stryn Mountains on our left-hand side. On the other side there, you see there's quite a bit of snow on this side. Quite a bit of skiing there, even in the middle of summer. And it's popular to stay at this hotel you get. It's not perhaps the greatest film that was ever made, but it is very interesting to see.
I just about covered in snow at one of those.
Up ahead of us here, it's almost like a wall of a mountain that stands up here, and shaking their heads, saying this is madness to think you can build a road into Geiranger. Before that, Geiranger.
God, I lucked the best day in the front seat, didn't I?
You've been up Friends, Joseph?
See bits of the original road, and you have a very nice and clear run of the soil again, left it there for a while, started digging again. Very tough way of doing it, but the ones originally just hand tools, and when they encountered a particularly bit of hard rock, they will gathering strength as they meet up and come thundering past our hotel.
Wow.
And down in Geiranger, that's where you'll see it when we drive down this floating station.
That's pretty good. Maybe you got some pointers up here. You can get one of those.
The churchyard, but only for the good walkers.
Down there.
Wow.
And ATM machine there, and just opposite the supermarket, almost underneath us, is an art gallery, which is very nice. They have a sign over the door saying Trondheim. it looks like, I studied the weather reports for this whole area, and it looks like it's best here in the morning. It looks like the rain is really gonna move in later. So, but that can change me. Right, and then away we go through the Strawberry Valley to the Trolls Road.
The same shit as these do.
Now, we you that once you can want to do that, you can stay down in Geiranger, have a look at the shops and so on, and then we'll pick you up there for the skywalk, the Mount Dal step by version. But if some of you sort of that have signed up and paid for it think, no, it's too much, I'd rather spend time in Geiranger or in the spa, something like that, I fully understand, and I'm happy to refund you if you change your minds. Behind the restaurant, the opposite end from where you go into the restaurant, there's a big conference center blasted into the mountain, so they attract lots of that. Golden Route 63, sorry. Golden Route 63.
The sides are deep, you know. It's
And now you can look up to your left there at the side of the mountain. That's the Eagle's Bend. That's where we'll be making. Well, this is what I'm thinking. Everybody has to go in.
or a boat. 30 days of grazing to make the most of it.
Tax collector, and in this way he wanders around collecting souls. He's easily to recognize. Now the wind is beginning to ripple the water. It's going fast. Norwegians are very fond of these stories here too. Now if you're buying troll books, you'll see them in Geiranger and up on the Trolls Road also. If you're buying, you can go up to the top deck, watch the flooring here. It's a metal floor, so it can be quite slippery, it can be a bit wet. And you go into your left here. This goes back to the time of the all-powerful King Olav, that an ugly sea snake came out of the water and he grabbed it and hurled it. We were watching the parade down here, and colorful, everybody in colorful traditional costumes, and it was really, really lovely. And when the band and the procession came to the nursing home, then the whole procession stopped, so did we, because the road was blocked. And then they played a little cow. Berries here and fruit in general is of a very good quality because of the long, slow ripening periods and the many hours of sunlight or many hours of day. Valley, because they have met locals and fallen in love. And there they are, still picking. So see you later in the morning when we're returning. if we can stop and get a few punnets of strawberries. Yes, gooseberry and apple pie. So you also have the big red gooseberries, almost purple red. Oh, they're the best. Bit of a drizzle now, so you might just want your raincoats when you get out. And of course, if you don't want I wonder if he went and had the buffet at the Union and ate too much. So he had to lie down and have a little. Just stop there, you're right. It's coming again past the tree here, yeah. You see the old summer farm cottages here. Regular road, opened in 1936 and has been one of Norway's major attractions. King Haakon VII drove across this road in 1936. And up on our left arrow sign here, that indicates the old hiking path of King Olav and his men. It's quite remote, and they were all elderly men by now, and so was the king. So this old farmer said, "Oh, you know." Cross is what I think will probably be the cleanest troll in Norway, because it is an extremely busy day and they're expecting lots and lots of traffic. Green stuff begins. That's where you walk along if you are on the hiking trail of King Olav. Yes, a bubble there. Yes, okay. Now, the way you're traveling up here on your own, that's a really, really historical and quick little place to go and stay. But of course, those hours will wait. A lot of time, but I think that is what the weather and general conditions tell us would be the best.